Welcome to Goblin Blood Bowl Channel. Work hard, hit hard, play hard. Will you survive Goblin Blood Bowl? Proudly serving Bloodwifer beer in all Goblin stadiums.
Welcome everyone to the GBBC. I am Fat Zombie.
And this is Oni Goku.
Boy, do we have a long show for you today. We have 27 games to cover. 9 divisions with 6 teams, making it 3 games for each division. With so much to cover, let's get straight to it. Oni, start us out in the Arena Division, please.
First match played is the Wood Elf team RIP versus the Skaven team Underworld Gnawers. The Gnawers start the game on offense, scoring a quick touchdown. The Wood Elves, playing for man advantage, ground out a TD in each half for a 2-1 victory. Second match played is between the Dark Elf team Console Warriors against the Chaos team Pretty and Pink Pansies. Pretty and Pink Pansies get an easy 2-1 win due to tripping up the Warriors, causing several injuries. A well-played match by both coaches, with the Gods of Chaos smiling on the Pink Pansies.
The last game for the Arena Division was the matchup between the Orc Range Crush and the Macho Manly Elves. The first half, the Elves managed to stall out the Orcs' offensive. However, Orc Range Crush were able to score quickly in the second half. The Macho Manly Elves then respond by throwing a long bomb for a fast response score. The Orcs then make the final touchdown by forcibly running the ball to make the score 2-1 for the win.
And now on to the Sands Division. First matchup is the Norse team No Steroids Here versus the human team Blood Wolves. The Norse receive, with the team starting strong due to their Yeti injuring the Blood Wolves Ogre. The Norse then proceed down their right flank for an easy touchdown. Down men, the Blood Wolves try to equalize but lose the ball, leading to a second Norse touchdown and a 2-0 victory for No Steroids Here. Second match is between the Orc team, known as the Aztecs, versus the Skaven team Phallic Members. This is a great match, with both teams able to knock the ball loose on defense. Surprisingly, the Orcs proved better at ball handling, able to recover the ball, leading to a 2-0 victory for the Aztecs. Third match is between the Dwarven team Long Drong Pirates and the Lizard team Segundo Intento. First half, Segundo Intento received, but were unable to score on offense. Second half, the Pirates able to slowly wear down the Lizards to get the winning touchdown. And now we have an interview with the winning coach, Limboka. Welcome to the GBBC studio, Limboka, and congratulations on the win. Want to ask you a few questions about the game. I see you started on defense. What was your plan to stop the Lizards?
Hello, Scoops. To be honest, there's no record in the book of grudges against these lizard folk. So at life I said animosity was our main fuel. We just agreed to give our best, though there might have been a promise for 11 kegs of Boogman's finest.
Okay, I see you did have a chance to score at the end of the first half, but your blitzer Dar missed the handoff. Going to work on receiver drills this week?
Our boy didn't catch the ball to score in the last minute. Aye. Y'all gotta remember that they are all playing their first professional match here, so we're not keen on writing down a grudge against him for that mistake, at least yet.
Okay, in the second half you scored, but the offense did look a little rough. Any comments on that?
Well, we were lucky to get our opening match played on our beloved Dockyard Stadium. I think that this influenced the result a lot. With that rock flying from the grates right into that big lizard's face, it may have given us a little too much confidence for the second half though, but luckily we made it.
Okay, now that the first week is in the books, how do you feel your team will do this season?
Hey, we could not have asked for a better start, so the road towards the playoffs looks shiny. We're confident about winning our second match next week against those barbarians. You can take that to the Bolts.
I want to thank you for your time and good luck in the league.
Thank you. And I also want to thank my team's fans for their support.
Now folks, let's talk about the Dungeon Division. The first matchup is between the Dwarven team Misty Mountain Cold Brew and the Orcs, known as the Pink Skin Pummelers. The Pummelers put in a good effort, but Cold Brew proves too much for them, getting a touchdown on both offense and defense. Well done, Midnight Wolf. Second match is between the Norse team Longboat Jollymen going up against the Skaven team known as the Second Rat. The Jollymen's amazing defense shuts down the Second Rat offense, with both teams unable to get a first half score. Second half, the Jollymen offense is too much for the Skaven, getting a late game winner and a well-deserved win to start the league. Third and final match for the division is the awesome Lizardmen team, the Jade Reavers, coached by yours truly, Onigoku, taking on the Dark Elf team, Blood Bowl and Chill. Jade Reavers receive and lure the Dark Elves onto the Reaver side of the pitch. From there, we punch the ball through for an easy first half touchdown. Second half, our great defense shut down Blood Bowl and Chill, leading to a second touchdown of the game for the Jade Reavers. Overall, a great game for the team and looking forward to a successful season. Next, let's talk about the Pit Division. The opening match is played between the Orc team Blackrock Maulers versus the Skaven team Vermin Blightbomb. The Maulers receive and try for a slow grinding touchdown. The Skaven defense holds the Mauler scoreless despite losing several players. Second half, seeing their team getting beat up, the Blightbomb fans invade the pitch, taking down 4 Orc players, leading to a quick Skaven touchdown. The Maulers, eager to fight, continue beating up the Rats, scoring the equalizer at the end of the game.
The second match is between the Norse team Las Chicos del Golden against the Lizardmen team Lounge Lizards. Not much to say about the match, as Las Chicos beat the crap out of the Lizardmen team for an easy 2-0 victory. Hopefully, Nuffle shows a little bit more love for the Lounge Lizards in their next match.
Last matchup is between the Chaos team Philosopher Kings versus the Dwarven team Far From Puking. The Dwarves receive and try pressing down their right side, only to watch a Beastman strike down the ball carrier, sending the ball out of bounds. The Chaos fans throw the ball in towards the Dwarven end zone, leading to a sure Chaos touchdown. Second half, the Philosopher Kings use a slow, methodical drive to score the second touchdown of the game. Overall, a hard-fought match between budding rivals, with both teams inflicting a death upon their opponents. Looking forward to their second matchup already. Let's move on to the Stadium Division. First matchup is the Human team Reign of Terror versus the Lizardmen team Cretaceous Champions. The Lizardmen receive and are able to score in the first half despite a very tenacious defense by Reign of Terror. Second half, the Humans are able to drive all the way down to the end zone, stalling to run down the clock. Watching a wind slip away, the skink Sieni blitzes the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose and saving the win. Well done, little guy, and congratulations, you are this week's MVP. Second match is the Norse team Sleeping Dragons taking on the Skaven team Cleveland Gutter Rats. The Gutter Rats go for a quick TD, only to watch Mighty Mouse trip over the goal line. Fortunately, the Storm Vermin, the Brain, is able to recover, making the score 1-0. With plenty of time left on the clock, the Sleeping Dragons are able to move the ball up their right side, and with time running out, score the tying TD for the first half. The second half sees the Sleeping Dragons work to remove every rat they can from the pitch. Good thing, too, as the Cleveland Gutter Rats are able to get the ball several times and try for a winning touchdown. Alas, out of players, the Skaven team is unable to stop the Dragons from scoring. I have to say, Gunter Dorkson played a great defense considering how few players he had in the second half. Third match in the stadium is between the Bretonian team UCF Knights and the Skaven team Cesspool Scoundrels. The Scoundrels get a quick score and then are unable to stop the first half equalizer. Second half, the Skaven put up a good fight, only to watch the Knights score the winning touchdown in the closing seconds. The Knights win 2-1. And now for something completely different, we have the Circus Maximus division. First up in the division is the Orc team Phonetic Alphabet taking on the Dark Elf team Assassins of Youth. The Dark Elves receive and proceed down their left side, scoring the lone touchdown of the half. Second half, the Orc offense stalls out against the aggressive Assassin defense. The Youth take advantage of the confusion to get their second touchdown, giving them a solid 2-0 victory in their opening match. For the second match, we have the Skaven team Plague Bearers Finest going against the Norse team Trojan Norse. The Trojan Norse start the game on offense and decide to work the ball down their right side, removing several Skaven players. The Plague Bearers' finest stay tough on defense though, managing to trip up the Norse ball carrier at the close of the half and prevent the touchdown. Second half sees the Trojan Norse returning the favor, tripping up the gutter runner Catapult Pilot, who had an open field and an easy touchdown if he had managed to get away. The Norse then capitalized on the fumble, recovering the ball, and punch in the winning touchdown. Last matchup is the Lizardman team School of Crocs versus the Dwarven team Bag of Richards. The Richards receive, yet the Lizards proved to be the hard-hitting team, removing several dwarves from the pitch, leading to a defensive touchdown for School of Crocs. Receiving with the numbers advantage, School of Crocs get the quick touchdown going for a blowout. Playing for pride, however, Bag of Richards pulls one back with the game ending in a 2-1 score in favor of School of Crocs. In the Coliseum division, the leading game is the Human Team Z-Humans versus the Skaven Team Cars Harem XI. The Skaven show they are forced to be reckoned with within the division, scoring first on defense and then again on offense, with the game ending 2-0 in favor of the Cars Harem XI.
The second match between Danube Frenzy and Gnawing Scourge ran into technical difficulties. At this time, we cannot give any information about this match.
The third game is a great matchup between the Lizardman team, the Lounging Lizards, versus the Orc team, Bunch of Tools. Both teams scored 2 quick offensive touchdowns. The difference in the game was a defensive touchdown scored by the Lounging Lizards. Way to go, Siren. The second and last division to talk about is the Bowl division. First matchup for the division sees the Dwarf team Swarve Savages take on the Orc team Stop Touching Me. The Savages receive, but instead of a finely tuned offense, the fans see what an angry Orc team can do on defense. With amazing field advantage, Stop Touching Me's thrower decides to throw a pass to Fumble Fingers Oh Me Got Ball and misses out on a chance for a first half touchdown. Second half, the Orc offense stops playing around, using the entire second half, bullies their way in for the winning touchdown, with Stop Touching Me getting a 1-0 victory. The second match, scheduled between the Human Team Newmans versus the Skaven Team Skulking Skeevers, has been forfeited. Due to the disappearance of the Newmans and their head coach, a forfeit win has been awarded to the Skeevers. The Newmans will be replaced with the team announced in the next episode. Here tonight we have the Overlord Spider. Can you tell us what happens when a coach has to leave the league and how you go about replacing them?
Yes, usually when we start a league, we have our set number of coaches, and ideally we'd like to have the exact same or right amount of number of coaches, but sometimes we don't. Sometimes we might have 1 or 2 more. So we'll usually use those coaches as replacement coaches when needed. And in this case, we actually had 2 extra coaches that were on the list to replace if we needed them. So we were able to quickly gauge that this coach wasn't very responsive in a scheduling thread or to messages that we had sent him. So we just took the first coach that was in line and asked him if he was ready to play and replace this guy, and he said yes.
Thank you, Spider, for your time. We appreciate it. Third match, the Orc team Green Bollocks Rollers go against the Lizardman team Crazy Claws. The Rollers decide to receive while the Crazy Claws decided to start the game early. The aggressive defense nets the Lizards an early defensive touchdown. Continuing the aggression, the Claws take the ball from the Orcs, securing it and ensuring the Rollers never had a chance for a first half touchdown. Second half, the teams switch roles with the Green Bollocks Rollers playing an aggressive defense. Stopping the Lizards cold, the Orcs recover the ball, getting off a long bomb pass only to watch Captain Buckaroo fail the catch. Crazy Claws are able to mark Captain Buckaroo and prevent the equalizer for a 1-0 victory. For the final division, we have the Dome. First matchup sees the Human team Franz's Finest take on the Lizardman team Language Barriers. Language Barrier proves humans are no barrier as the Lizards get the only score of the first half. Second half, Franz's Finest 2 decide to grab the quick touchdown and a chance at winning the game. The decision for a quick touchdown was a good one as the human defense stopped the Lizards, recovered the ball, then scored the winning touchdown. The second game is a classic matchup of lightly armored teams. The Norse team Run the Plays That I Call against the Skaven team We. The Norse team received to start the match and proceeded to lay the beat down on the Skaven, getting a late half touchdown. Second half, the Skaven try to fight back but are unable to prevent a defensive touchdown. In a solid performance, the Norse win 2-0. The third match is between the Orcs known as the Blackrock Inquisition against the Skaven team Ragnos Nim Rats. First half, the Inquisition offense was lackadaisical, allowing the Skaven to get 2 defensive touchdowns, though the Orcs did remove several of their players. Second half, the Inquisition turned it around, overwhelming the Rats for 2 defensive touchdowns and the tie.